242 people on board, and only one survived. How did the world's safest airliner crash in just 34 seconds? Imagine boarding a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, hailed as the pinnacle of aviation technology. Composite materials, cutting-edge avionics, record-breaking fuel efficiency. Since its debut in 2011, the Dreamliner earned a reputation as one of the safest, most comfortable jets ever built. Higher cabin humidity, larger windows, whisper-quiet engines. But on June 12, 2025, everything went horribly wrong. Air India flight AI-171 departed Ahmedabad for London with 240 souls aboard. None of them should have perished yet. Just 34 seconds after takeoff, the Dreamliner became a blazing inferno. It crashed into a medical college dormitory, claiming over 270 lives. Even before full thrust, warning signs sounded inside the cabin. Air conditioning failed, entertainment screens went dark. Flight attendants reassured passengers systems were rebooting, but in aviation, any reboot is ominous. Still, departure was authorized. At exactly 1:38 p.m., the jet lifted off runway 23. Seconds later, no thrust. Throttles unresponsive, radio contact was lost. On the ground, a 17-year-old bystander filmed the horror. The landing gear remained extended, flaps stuck at the wrong angle. Beneath the belly, the emergency ram air turbine rat deployed. Designed only to power critical instruments during total power loss, not to sustain flight. 34 seconds after liftoff, the Dreamliner slammed into the third-floor cafeteria. The ground shook like an earthquake. Students leapt from windows to escape flames and debris. Out of hundreds, only one passenger seated by an emergency exit survived. Investigators unearthed a troubling history with this airframe. In November 2021, the same plane suffered a fuel leak en route to Hyderabad and made an emergency landing in Ankara. Pilots reported dripping jet fuel and engine fluctuations. Repairs were made swiftly, and the jet returned to service. Earlier, in January 2013, Dreamliners worldwide were grounded after lithium-ion battery fires. Boeing redesigned battery enclosures, but the scars remained. Inside Boeing, engineers warned of defects, metal shavings in assembly bays, misaligned panels, loose fasteners. Factory managers allegedly shrug. These planes will fly to third-world countries you won't notice. After AI-171, investigators focused on three theories: microbial fuel contamination, generator failure, total electrical blackout. Flight recorder data showed voltage irregularities seconds before thrust loss. Fuel tests detected bacterial growth clogging filters. Wiring diagrams pointed to a possible short in the starter generator vital for powering engines and avionics. Aviation safety relies on multiple redundant systems. But when fuel, engines, and electrical power all fail at once, backups are powerless. Until June 2025, the Dreamliner boasted an impeccable safety record. Yet cost-cutting and rushed production erased decades of progress in just 34 seconds. Now Boeing, regulators, and Air India must answer whose decisions cost so many people their lives. Share this video, demand transparency and accountability. Because in the sky and in life, nothing is more valuable than a human soul.